so while we're waiting for a couple things to show up, they'll probably be here tomorrow, we'll take a different direction for the time being, and we'll work on these. I think I picked out a place where to mount these reservoirs. I'm going to be running three reservoirs, one for the front brakes, one for the rear brakes, and one for the clutch. So three. The kit, I believe, came with two, and I opted to include one more for three. So the entire hydraulic system will be separate, and probably going to run a brake bias adjuster for the rear brakes so that I can fine-tune those, as well as a line lock for the front. Those parts are here. We'll be installing those once we start running brake lines. This is where I'm thinking of putting the reservoirs. So right here is the driver's foot box. The thing to keep in mind is that the reservoirs just need to be higher than the master cylinders. So the masters are right there, 1, 2, 3, and I think I'm going to mount the reservoirs here. I think it'll look cool. Got a piece of aluminum that I'm going to use to fabricate a bracket right in here, and we'll just see how big that bracket's going to be and start working on getting that thing put together. Okay, so here is the aluminum I'm going to run. It's 2-inch angled aluminum. Can't call it angle iron because it's aluminum, but I'm going to use this. Bought this at Ace. I frequent Ace at least once a week, sometimes multiple times a day for various hardware stuff. But anyways, this is what I'm going to use. Obviously it's too big, so we're going to size it down here. And we're going to use the bracketry here to try to get them semi-close together, because I have a couple options here. Basically, if you run them butt up against each other like this, then the bracket it's pretty sizable. You're looking at 14 inches, but if we stagger them a little bit, so like that, you can keep the tops all the same height because it'll slide in here, but I'll say that cuts it down to about 11.5 inches. So I think that's what I'll do, because the chassis right there, where part of the framing, it's like 3/4 inch square tubing. What I'm wanting to, it's slightly crowned, so I think the shorter I keep it, the more secure it'll mount to it. The longer, then the bow will start coming into it might turn into a problem. So I think we'll stagger them like this, mark it, cut it, and see how it looks from there. If I mess it up, I at least have more to go back. So we'll just commit and do it.